Oh, hi there. I'm just making a few overloads here at the Botanist workstation. I thought it'd give me a chance to talk to you about something that I can see as being a problem coming up in the future for Iron Men especially, but, you know, it will affect all accounts. But we've got Group Iron Man coming out, or it could be out by the time I release this video, and I think there's a real problem with overloads that are bottleneck in their production, the availability of Congealed Blood. So what is the problem with overloads and create them now, and why has this bottleneck happened? Well, it's quite simple really. It's because now super necromancy potions are part of overloads. Of course, before we had necromancy, there was no super necromancy potions. Most of us haven't noticed this problem because we've all got good supply, good stock of overloads from pre-necromancy. I mean, some people like my iron, they're starting to run low now. We're starting to notice that there's a discrepancy in availability between the secondaries for making the various different super potions required to make the overload potion. I mean, the attack potion uses Eye of Newt. They're so simple to get. You can just buy them in a shop in a crate. That's really simple. Strength potion uses limpwort roots, and they're pretty simple to get. You know, they're a common drop. You can grow them. There's actually a spawn point in a cave where you can just pick up loads of them if you're patient enough. Wine of Zamorak, that's quite a common boss from drops and from some monsters as well. You know, you could also do the old telekinetic grab trick, but you know, that's a bit annoying. What else is there? White berries. You also need white berries. They can, there's a spawn point where you can get a few of them, and actually you can buy them in a shop too. Same shop you can buy limpwort in, actually. I forgot that you can buy limpwort in a shop as well. But Congealed Blood is a real problem because there's a limited amount of sources that actually drop it, most of which are monsters in the Mauritania area. But there is one boss, which is the big undead dragon in the room, Vorkath. Now, it's not a fun fight by any means, but you know, it's quite easily doable, especially on normal mode. I mean, I've been doing it on my iron to get the 100 kills so I can get the, you know, the upgraded Necromancy rune pouch, which I've just achieved because, you know, I only do it on Reaper, and when I get it for Reaper, I'll generally, with most Reapers, I'll just do a whole hour of killing. Normal mode Vorkath, I do the first little bit where you kill the tower thing and take that down because that stops you getting minions. I skip the second one, go straight to the final one, get into Vorkath, and in an hour I can generally get about 10 kills. When I open the chests after the end of 10 kills, I generally get about 80 to 100, 120 maybe if I'm really lucky, Congealed Blood. Now remember these figures, 80 to 100 to 120, because there's a bit of a pattern. Now, when you start moaning and complaining about the lack of Congealed Blood in-game, most people will say to you, Ghouls. Ghouls are really good. They're just north of the Canifis lodestone. I nearly said something else there, but just north of the Canifis lodestone, you get Ghouls. They're really annoying. They don't really drop anything except the Congealed Blood, and they're hidden behind gravestones, so you tend to have to use a cannon to draw them out, and it's really aggravating, boring, you know. You really don't want to be there, not just for Congealed Blood. And again, you're looking at about 80 to 100 Congealed Blood. Oh, it's painful. Another one is Necrals in the Mauritania Slayer Tower, Cannabis Slayer Tower, whatever it is. You know, they're okay. They drop some low-level Cs, which can be quite quite handy as an iron, because you get some Toad Flex and some Qualm and stuff. You know, they have their uses. It can be quite good. It's okay. Again, you're only getting about 80, 120, but at least, you know, there's another point going there, which is for the seeds. And then you can go up to the top floor and you've got Gargoyles. And Gargoyles are actually quite a good source. I'd say they're more the sort of the 100 to the 120 Congealed Blood an hour, which is you know, that's a bit better. The best of all of them has to be Beyers. You go to Darkmare, and you know, you have to hop world over and over and over and over again until you find a world with a free spot where you can actually kill them with your Sun Spear, because you need your Sun Spear to do it. And yeah, it is better because you're not on the sort of 100 to 120. You can actually get closer to 200, 250 maybe in an hour. So, you know, that's a big improvement. But remember, there's quite high requirements to be able to go to Darkmare. To start with, you've got to get so far through the Vampire series in order to get into Darkmare. And of course, as I just said, Sun Spear is the best weapon, but that's even further into the Vampire storyline in order to get. You know, wow, you can get 200, 250, that's not bad, or you can get 80, 200. The thing to remember about Congealed Blood is you actually need 5 Congealed Blood per super necromancy potion. 5. Now, that's the same as when you're making your extreme ranging, you need 5 Gremwall spikes per extreme ranging as a tertiary ingredient. If you go Gremwall hunting with box traps, you can easily get 2,000, 3,000 spikes in an hour. You know, for necromancy, for Congealed Blood, you can only get 200 an hour, and you need 5 of them. So say you get 200 in an hour, that's 40 potions for an hour. It's a bit of a pain. I really think once we get into the Group Iron Man, once people start getting to the point where they're making overloads, especially once you get to the point where you want to make supreme overloads, overloads, or the elder overloads, which means you're going to need 2 supers per, you know, flask, but then it's a flask, you get 6 doses, so it sort of all levels out. There's going to be real problems. There's some simple solutions. They just need to either up the amount of congealed blood that these various different monsters drop, or, you know, maybe give more monsters a drop, because a lot of these monsters, you have no reason to go to, like Ghouls. You'd never go to Ghouls unless you want congealed blood. You know, you've already got, you know, Warcath drops. Oh, Celestial Dragons. I forgot Celestial Dragons again. It's another monster that drops congealed blood in around the 80 to 100 to 120 amount. Yeah, again, quest requirements to get there, but it's another dragon that drops congealed blood. So how about, you know, letting some of the chromatic dragons drop some? You could have, you know, some of the green dragons, some of the blue dragons, some of the black dragons. If dragons are dropping it already, why not have normal dragons dropping it, just so that people can build up a stockpile of congealed blood? How about reduce the amount of congealed blood per potion? I mean, 5 blood per potion is crazy for a, I think it's level 79 super necromancy potion. Do we really need 5 blood? Can you just drop it down to 1 blood or 2 blood if you don't want to go extreme? Or, you know, even 3 blood per potion would be a massive improvement and would really help people be able to make these potions and make the overloads. How about having a shop where you can get it? Because like I say, some of the other ingredients, a lot of the other ingredients you can get in a shop. So what shop? Well, you could have the shop in Canifis, could just sell a few, you know, which you could just get every day, put it part of your routine. If you're having to buy white berries and limpworts when you're doing your dailies, pop into Canifis, get yourself a few congealed blood as well. I mean, would there be any harm in that? And how about Balaman's store? Comes around, you know, every Wednesday. You know, it's supposed to be a necromancy shop. You know, now and again it sells one super necromancy flask, like 1 flask. You know, what use is that? How about every now and again it has something like 100 congealed blood? You know, that would be something. If, you know, once a month it actually, oh, he's got congealed blood, there's a reason to go to Balaman and get some blood. I know Gnome is moaning again, the moany gnome. He's always moaning about something, but I really see this as being a problem, and I think the group Iron Man is going to highlight this, because there's going to be a lot of creators, a lot of well-known creators going to be in Iron Man groups, and I predict when they get to the stage where they're trying to make overloads, they are going to be pulling their hair out trying to work out where to get that congealed blood from. Wouldn't it be nice if Jagex could sort it out before they actually get there? You know, bit of quality of life. Wouldn't that be lovely? Anyway, hopefully this is a quick video, because, you know, it's just a little gnome rant. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.